I am hanging out with Matt and Kim. How you doing? Aside from your injury, you got off stage. I think the crowd was really rocking out to you.
I felt like the crowd was like ready to party.
Dude, Philadelphia seems consistently ready to party when we come here.
Seriously, and before we got on camera, we were talking about your crutches situation, and I broke my leg a long time ago, and I know crutches are like a nightmare. Your armpits hurt. You feel like you did 50 million.
Wait, did you get the Ken lines from your abs?
Yeah.
You see, it's kind of like a give or take. Like, you know, I feel like I'm just gonna be, by the time like I'm back at it, I'm just gonna like wear half shirts all the time, midwinter half shirts.
Seriously, you're like, I can't really walk, but I am so fit right now. It's awesome.
My core strength has never been strengthier.
So prior to just, you know, rolling with Matt and Kim, did you guys ever toss around like real band names?
Oh yeah, we struggled for quite some time on trying to come up with a band name, and
Struggling. We actually never came up with a band name. We were given, I mean, someone put us down as, well, Matthew and Kimberly. I mean, we didn't. We just kind of put stout and we're like, we don't have a band name.
that was the thing in the end. So we were trying to, we didn't consider ourselves a band, but we were just trying to, Kim was trying to learn how to play drums. I was trying to learn how to play sort of keyboards and synthesizers and stuff. And our friend found out and asked us to do a show, and we thought, oh, we're not a band, we don't have songs, we don't have a name. And we ended up writing a few songs, and we couldn't think of a name, but we did consider Scream Team, which was when Kim was a little kid, her and her brother and friends played like, you know, tennis rackets and keyboards not plugged in and garbage pails, and they covered Twisted Sister and things like that. And that was the Scream Team, which is now we decided to use that name for like our fan club. But we were listed as our names, and we thought it's kind of fitting. We're very like to be on a first name basis with our audience. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's funny though, at this I could hear Tegan and Sarah in the distance, another first namers.
Yeah, you should totally like have a battle with them somehow, like Thumb Wars, to see who's the better like first name band.
I think we'll roll some dice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way it's historically done. Yeah.
Now, Matt, I heard you have a nickname for Kim. It's a little odd. Lil Herpe.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Lil Herpe is a whole different thing.
Yeah, because you need to enunciate that better, because I heard that, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? I feel like that was a TMI moment.
No, let me get it straight on the record, try to enunciate. I grew up with a speech impediment, and people can probably still hear a little bit, but I took speech classes till about 7th grade because I would say, if I said really, I would say wheelie, you know, that kind of thing. And, but yeah, I call Kim Little Perp, or the perpetrator, which means when she drinks wine, her lips get all purple, and that's little perpy. And then, you know, when she drinks too much, then she becomes the perpetrator.
See, you gotta be careful with that. How do you feel about that, Kim? Lil Herpe is out there. I mean,
I didn't even know. I mean, I'll take on anything that's thrown at me. Whatever.
Once I referred to her as Tits McGee, and she loved that. Wait, no, was that it? And because
Chesty LaRue.
Yeah, Tits McGee, Chesty LaRue, whatever. As someone who has very small breasts, she finds it very fitting.
you guys have a great relationship, I just want to say. It's awesome. Getting back to the music, or did we even talk about the music yet? I don't think so. Getting to the music, have you guys ever created a song that was just stellar, but it was actually really hard to perform live, or too hard to perform live?
Oh man, it's hard. I find that recorded music and live music are two very different things, and a lot of times our best live songs, before people know them, are very opposite than people's favorite songs that are recorded. So we tend to take all of our songs and we try to make them the best we can make them for recordings, and then when it comes to making them live, we have no qualms in changing them to make them the best we can do live. Because I just feel like when you're at a live show and it's hot, or in this case very cold, but if it's loud and maybe you've been drinking, it's not about all those little details. You don't have to get everything perfect. It's the broad strokes. Yeah.
Now, you guys have performed with a lot of people. What would you say was like the one best piece of advice maybe another band has given you guys?
I think it wasn't another band, but it was another musician that I very much respect. A man, you may have heard of him. His name's Rick Rubin. And we were certain circumstances led to us being at his house, and he was just saying that whenever you have an idea, jot it down or record it right then, because you can't think that you can just have inspiration. You can't decide when inspiration's going to come to you. You have to just, when it comes to you, make sure you record it. So he showed me this little voice recorder, and he's like, so do you have something like this, he asked me, so you can just record a little something on guitar or piano? No. And he's like, I'll send you one. And I thought he was just talking, and then about a week later, from Rick Rubin comes a little voice recorder in the mail. So now I just have my iPhone and I have my notes thing, but it's always, if something comes to you, if it's the middle of the night, just I sometimes whisper sing into my phone, little ideas and stuff like that. It's helpful.
I hope you put that recorder in like a case or something now. Like, wow, that's the coolest story ever.
Yeah, we've been lucky to meet a lot of musicians that we're fans of and whatnot. But Rick Rubin, from Jay-Z to Slayer that he's done, like it was one of the times I was very much in awe meeting someone.
And that's kind of cool, though, I think, because, him as a producer, it's very eclectic, and your sound, I would say, is something that's tough to categorize in a good way. So that's kind of cool. You had a chance to kick it with him. Did that transpire into anything? Or is there gonna be a Rick Rubin record coming out, or?
No, he was with a record label at the time that this was years ago. That we were talking about getting together with. So, but is he even with them anymore? I don't know if he is, but, yeah, we went into talking about Minor Threat and stuff. It was a whole thing, but it was definitely memorable.
Did either of you stroke his beard or no?
I thought about it. Clearly thought about it.
All right, thanks so much for hanging out with us, Matt and Kim. Okay, weird hug. Awesome. Yeah. That was great.
I moaned when I went into that hug.
Yeah, you did.
I made it extra weird.